Your soil is tired, even if you compost, even if you mulch, even if you do everything right. The missing piece is invisible, it's life at a microscopic level. The moment I unlocked ancient fermentation in my beds, growth didn't just improve, it exploded. Leaves thickened, roots doubled, plants stopped struggling. This isn't fertilizer, this is how you build soil that feeds itself for years. Welcome back to Soilsage Chronicles, where we don't chase trends, we revive wisdom. Forever soil is not dirt you replace every season, it's a living ecosystem that regenerates itself. Instead of depending on constant inputs, it becomes a factory of nutrients, carbon, and resilience. Ancient farmers didn't pour bottled feeds, they fermented life and returned it to the earth. Fermentation doesn't add nutrients the way synthetic products do, it unlocks what is already there. It turns kitchen scraps, weeds, leaves, and waste into microbial engines. These microbes break minerals loose, fix nitrogen, build humus, and protect roots from disease. You are not feeding plants, you are training an army beneath them. This is why, gardens that use fermentation just feel different. The soil is darker, it smells sweet, it holds water longer, and it doesn't collapse into dust. The ancient principle that changes everything. Fermentation works because it preserves energy while transforming structure. In soil terms, that means organic matter becomes stable carbon instead of just rotting away. Microbes convert chaos into order. When you bury fermented material, decomposition doesn't steal nitrogen from your plants. Instead, it releases it slowly. Roots grow toward it like magnets, earthworms arrive, and fungi weave through the bed. This is soil that remembers how to grow. You are not fixing soil, you are teaching it to heal itself. The forever soil starter culture. You can build this system with a simple fermented inoculant. This is the heart of the method. Rinse 1 cup of dry rice in 1 liter of clean water, swirl it gently, pour off the cloudy water into a jar, cover loosely and leave at room temperature for 3 days. You are capturing wild microbes. So, after about 3 days, you'll want to strain the liquid and discard the solids. Next, measure out 1 cup of this rice wash culture. Now mix that with 1 cup of raw sugar or molasses, and add 8 cups of clean water. Give it a good stir until everything is dissolved. After that, just pour the mixture into a bottle, but remember to leave some space for gas. Oh, and don't forget to loosen the cap. Let the mixture ferment for about 5 to 7 days in a warm spot. When it starts to smell sweet-sour, but not rotten, that's how you know it's alive. To actually use it in your garden, dilute 1 tablespoon of this concentrate in 1 liter of water. For garden beds, apply 1 liter of the diluted solution per square meter, and for pots, just water the soil lightly until it's damp, but not soaked. This is not fertilizer. This is a microbial seed. How to build a fermented soil layer. Dig a shallow trench in your bed about 6 inches deep. Fill it with kitchen scraps, chopped weeds, dry leaves, and crushed eggshells. Drizzle the diluted culture over the material. Cover with soil. That's it. No turning, no waiting months. The microbes pre-digest everything underground. Roots will grow directly into this zone. There is no burning, no odor, no pest attraction when buried properly. Each layer you add, well, it really becomes like a battery of stored fertility, and over time, your soil stops needing rescue. So, what happens underground? Within just a few days, microbial populations start to multiply, acids form briefly, breaking down those tough fibers. Then, fungi arrive on the scene. Bacteria feed the fungi, and protozoa graze on the bacteria. Nutrients, well, they become plant-available impulses, not floods. This rhythm honestly mimics natural forest soil. It's slow, it's stable, and it's incredibly rich. Plants respond with thicker cell walls, deeper color, and faster recovery from stress. They are not being pushed, they are being supported. This is why fermented beds outperform even heavy compost systems. Compost feeds for weeks, fermentation changes the soil for years. Using fermentation in every season. In spring, apply the diluted culture to waking beds. It jumpstarts biology. In summer, use it after heavy rain or heat stress. It restores balance. In autumn, bury fermented layers under mulch. Winter microbes keep working. In containers, it's best to apply the dilution once every 2 weeks. You'll notice the roots become dense and the soil, well, it stops collapsing. You're not just reacting anymore, now you are steering an ecosystem. Common mistakes that kill the magic. Overfeeding is honestly the biggest error. More is not better. Microbes really need balance. Just stick to 1 tablespoon per liter. Never apply the concentrate undiluted. It's alive and powerful. Avoid sealing fermentation bottles tight because gas must escape. If it smells rotten, you should discard it. Good fermentation smells sweet, yeasty, and just a bit sour. This is gentle power. Treat it with respect. Why this creates true forever soil. Every time you ferment and bury organic matter, you're converting waste into structure. Humus builds, carbon locks in, biology deepens. Instead of soil getting tired, it gets smarter. We stop fighting nature and start partnering with it. This is how ancient gardens fed civilizations without factories. This is how we grow forward without stripping the earth. Your soil is not broken, it's just waiting to be awakened. If this opened your eyes, subscribe to Soilsage Chronicles and share this with one gardener who still thinks soil is just dirt. Let's grow a generation that leaves the ground richer than we found it.